mess. I have to wait till I hit a certain location with this, or otherwise I lose you all. So we are literally having now the melt of whatever you want to call it, of, February melt. So it's rainy. We are expecting some rain and so forth. So anyway, I thought I'd take you live and let you just guys connect and grow and so forth. I'm going to give everybody the last day to enter for the, I know I've been saying that, but today is the last day for Dog the Bounty Hunter. You have to enter today, or otherwise we will be drawing the drawing tomorrow. I was going to try to go live. I have a heart to do for Little Bean, for the Bean series, and I found a heart which took a little bit of time, believe it or not, but I found a heart the other day. And I was planning to kind of go live last night, but I was in a lot of pain yesterday. I had to take my medicine late on Friday, and then I had to wait, of course, and take it, and I didn't wake up enough to take it during the middle of the night, and I woke up going, why am I so sore? It was because I skipped my medicine, and so I paid for it all day long. It was really nothing I could do about it because, well, you know, when you sleep through it, how can you wake up in the middle of the night? So we didn't win that raffle that we were doing. It had been awful nice, let me tell you, but we didn't. So luck was not a lady yesterday, but anyway.
Well, it was for somebody.
It was for somebody. They got about...
Somebody named Kevin.
Yeah, they got about $5,400, let me just tell you. It'd have been awful nice, but God is good. He will provide all of our needs.
Kevin really needed it.
And the one who got it needed it the most. And then they did an additional like 3, 2, or 1, and we didn't run any of those prizes. But they're going to be continuing running it, so we'll do it again. Like the tickets are like $2, so we'll do it a couple times and see. Hi, Jaden, welcome on in. We'll see what happens, right? You guys can put hashtag blessed in the chat if you want people to connect with your channel. So anyway, but you have till today. If you have entered, make sure, go back and check your comment that you put in that right word that you need to put in, and we will be drawing that tomorrow. We gave everybody a little bit more time on that, but again, we're going to do the heart. You know what? To me, February is all about love and caring, so it goes all the way through. So we're gonna just go ahead and do it. I tried last night, and I was just so sore. I'm not as sore today as I was yesterday, but just even moving was just not fun yesterday. So I came home, I relaxed, and I took it easy, and I'm really trying to work on Little Bean's blanket. I'm making him a bobble stitch ABC blanket, which is my favorite thing to do. I love the bobble stitch blankets, as you all know. And I'm working on that one for him. And I love the idea, guys, of doing something like that. First of all, this becomes something that gets passed on from generation to generation. Not only that, this blanket, especially the ABC, and I'm kind of working on 2 different blankets. One that has some blues and pinks and purples in it, which I'm going to be giving to Christina, that she can take all of her children home and wrap them up in this blanket and then give it to whoever she feels she wants to pass it on to from there. But this one specifically for Little Bean, and this one is an ABC blanket. And one of the reasons I really like doing this one for the little ones is because when you do the bobble stitch blanket, it is 3D. It gives you that 3D look. And so that ABC blanket can be laid out, and as he's growing, he can trace his fingers over the A and the B, and Christina could even lay it out and say, okay, now step on whatever, spell out your name, step on this letter, find this letter. So like, for instance, if I was trying to find mine, step on M for Mary, step on A for apple, step on R, find R, step on that one, and Y. And that way they could spell it out, or she could lay it out, and he or she, whoever was getting it, could step on a word, spell the word car, step on C. So I really like doing this blanket for newborns and so forth. Doesn't take a long time to do it, and it also, it's just really adorable, and it has the entire alphabet, and I just love doing it. So, I had to do one, and I afforded a little one, for sure. So, I'm really trying to work on that. I've got to go home and work on soap caddies for the baby shower and for the stores that we'll be putting things in. So I'm working on, I've got to go home and work on those, and I have to have a nap somehow today because last night I couldn't fall asleep till about 4 o'clock in the morning. And then at 6 o'clock Josh woke me up and said he is crashing. He is not coming to church today because the place where that thing was on his chest literally sits right where the seatbelt sits. And for probably several days, I don't know if it has, but he's had to wear gauze because it has, it's doing its thing. It's healing, I'm trying not to be too graphic. It's just letting stuff out because it was pretty massive. And so, unfortunately, exactly where he sits in the seatbelt, it sits, and so it's not painful, and of course it is painful still, and it's not fun to wear clothes. Good morning, Monica. Welcome on in. So, anyway, so he's not coming to church today with us, but I wanted to kind of take a moment because I really thought about my little rant, or what you want to call it, on the other day when I was talking about fibromyalgia, and I was talking to Mama, and I was talking about the fact that I really felt as if the post office set me off a little bit on Friday, because I had to wait around for somebody to take me. And I just thought, this is something that has been taken. And then yesterday, I felt better after I talked about it. And then I thought I am so sore. If a friend called me up right now and said, would you like to go out to lunch? I couldn't do it because I literally was so sore that I just didn't have the physical energy or the ability to move very much. And so, let me just say to the caregivers, to the people in the family that are around supporting those dealing with a chronic illness, especially a chronic pain illness of some kind. Give yourself grace and extend that grace over to the person dealing with it. They could look perfectly fine. If I go into a store, if I go into church today, everybody is going to look at me and say, you look perfectly fine. My body is still reeling from yesterday. Skipping my medication, I take my medicine twice a day. If I skip it because I fell asleep and didn't wake up and slept through the night for the majority, I'm really hurt the next day. And I think, regardless, I think I'd have hurt the next day because I was really sore on Friday too. But give yourself grace as a caregiver. I've been in those shoes, taking care of my dad. And give yourself grace as a patient. You don't owe an explanation to anybody about how you feel. You can explain it to the best of your ability. Mama knows how I feel to some degree because she lives with me. And Josh does too, because he also has fibromyalgia. And I was coming out of the bedroom last night. He goes, you okay? You gonna be able to make it to church? I said, I don't know. I was really struggling yesterday. But even Mama doesn't know what it's like to wake up in the morning and hurt all the way through the day, and even wake up and you're sleep hurting, she hurts and she has stiffs and aches and all that kind of stuff. But it's not this constant pain. And I just want to encourage those that are dealing with it. And I want to encourage the people that know people are caretaking for those in the family that have it. Mama, don't miss your turn.
No, I won't.
She missed her turn last time. Give yourself grace. I don't think sometimes we give ourselves enough grace. And sometimes we, as chronic pain patients, have to stand up and say, here, this is the way I feel. You don't have to understand it. You don't have to accept it. I could look perfectly fine. There's a woman in our church whose daughter deals with fibromyalgia. And she says, I understand because I live with my daughter who has it. I see her on a daily basis. But I kind of think to some degree, Christina, she's going through this pregnancy. There's things I didn't have to deal with. And it doesn't mean that I'm not going to understand her. I've had a child. I understand that. I know what it's like. But I don't understand some of the things that she's going through. I didn't have diabetes during my pregnancy. She has diabetes. I didn't really have sciatic nerve. She's had some sciatic nerve pain. I had nausea throughout my entire pregnancy. Thankfully, she has not. And for her, that's really, really good. She's been nauseous, but she's determined to get through this without anything coming back up. So I can understand because I've had a child. So I can be the person that can say, yeah, I understand this. I can understand that. I am going to understand what it's like for her to go through the labor process. But at the same time, her experience carrying this child was different than mine. And her environment is different. Her circumstances are different. So, even from one fibromyalgia patient to another, it's different. There's certain things that maybe I deal with that somebody else doesn't deal with, and vice versa. But just know that if you are dealing with it, you can go to a person or a spouse or a friend or a support system or whatever it is, and let them know, hey, this is what it's like. You don't have to like it. You don't have to understand it. But I'm asking you, please, to be compassionate and extend grace to me. Sit down and have those discussions with the people around you that don't understand it. I so wish, while Christina was growing up, there were parents that could have come to me and said, I don't have an autistic child. Thank goodness, right? I love my daughter. I wouldn't wish autism on anybody, yet I wouldn't change my daughter for anything. She is the way God made her to be, and I am blessed beyond measure. And there's nothing wrong with having autism, let me state that too as well. But it is a very special, thank you very much, Monica, it's a special club that you get into that you weren't asked to. There's a lot of struggles that go with it. But no parent ever came to me and said throughout my time as Christina in school, listen, can I take you out for a cup of coffee and you can tell me what it is like so I can understand? They did actually the opposite. Christina was not invited to parties. She was not invited to things. She was not invited to activities and so forth. Making friends was very hard because the parents knew there was something different before even Christina was diagnosed correctly with autism at the age of 11, which at that time she was about in 4th or 5th grade. When I invited people to her birthday parties, I invited everybody. That's just me. I want everybody to feel included. But She wasn't, because the parents knew something was different. So you, as a pain patient, as a family member, go sit down with that person. Ask them to say, I may at the end of this conversation not understand what it's like or what you're dealing with, but I'd like to know. Because to me, you look perfectly fine. You look perfectly normal. But I don't know what's going inside of your body. I don't know what's happening on a daily basis. How can I help you? And maybe it's just to listen, like all you did the other night when I was out just kind of ranting and raving about the fact that things were taken from me as a chronic pain patient that I have chosen because of one circumstance or another not to do. I mean, if I wanted to be able to get in the car and drive the other day, I could not have lifted my leg to get from the gas pedal to the brake pedal, because I'd have been crying the entire time I did it because I was so sore yesterday. Thankfully, I have a wonderful husband that can drive, and a mom that can drive, and a daughter that can drive. I have that support system. But find out how you can help somebody. What can you do? If they lay down and have a nap and you think, my goodness, why? They just slept about 8 hours. Know that most fibromyalgia patients go to sleep, they wake up, and they feel like they haven't had one bit of sleep. Or they have what I had last night, which was insomnia, and I couldn't fall asleep even though I was, tired as could be. I couldn't fall asleep till about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and I had to get up at 8 o'clock this morning. Believe me, it was not easy. I was all comfy in my bed, and then of course Josh woke up at 6 and had a crash, so I had to go get him a sandwich and so forth, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. But here's the thing, guys. To all the fibromyalgia warriors out there, and you are warriors, you are not alone. You have here for support. Please surround yourself with support. And those that have people in their family that have chronic pain, please extend them grace. Sit down with them, show them love, and find out how you can help them. Find out how you can be there as a support system, because dang gone, they absolutely need that. So with that being said, as we're coming into church on this rainy Sunday morning, and as the snow is melted, or being melted, right? I don't want to see it. She loves the fact the snow is melted and it's getting warmer.
I just
this
like
girl,
the warmer weather.
No, I like the snow and the cold weather. So anyway,
that's not below 10.
Anyway, with that being said, be proud of being you, because everyone else is taken. Keep crocheting that connection. No crochet hook is required. Thank you, Just. And we hit 2,100 yesterday in subscribers, so keep that going. Keep making sure that you're connected with us. Check and make sure that you've hit that connection button or subscribe button, and make sure that you did. But we hit 2,100. We hope that we can continue just a little bit further. Share us out so we can continue to grow. That was a big accomplishment yesterday, but it's literally right at the 2,100 mark. So anyway, with that being said, be proud of being you, because everyone else is taken. Keep crocheting that connection. No crochet hook is required. We have you covered. Thank you so much for having us covered. And we love you all. And remember, today is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad it is. Love you all. Have a great day. See y'all tomorrow. We'll do a live, and we'll try to do that heart for Little Bean. Love y'all. Have a great day. Stay dry or stay warm, whatever it is. Bye-bye, everybody.